So as I'm recording this video, you're probably like, Godwin, you are insane based upon my title. Yes, I actually fired my executive assistant, and here's the reason why, right? If you're watching this video, I want you to actually make sure to hit the subscribe button if you're watching this video on YouTube. If you're watching this video on Instagram, make sure to actually share this video, right? It's literally so easy. Share this video, right? And like and comment below, letting me know more videos that I should release. Of course, I always like releasing videos that are something that I'm currently going on. I just don't get on here just to talk. I like to actually relate to other business individuals and other upcoming entrepreneurs that are going to actually go through what I go through when it comes to scaling, launching, and building a company. Now, back to the title. Did I really fire my executive assistant? Yes, and here's the reason why. Number one, when you are actually working with a teammate, right? When you're actually building your company, you're scaling your business, the number one thing that you actually have to always remember and ask yourself is my team A players, B players, or C players? Now, of course, when it gets to you scaling, you're going to start understanding a lot of slouching. You're going to understand a lot of things that you probably accepted in the beginning of your building phase, but now it actually turned into a permanent habit, right? And, of course, I am an A player. So anybody that I hire from my team, to my marketing staff, to my admins, to my outbound, they all have to be A players, right? And this is something that, I've been thinking for a while. Of course, no shade to her, right? She was a great person. It was just some things that I just don't like, right? And I didn't accept. And, of course, you always want to remember when you're scaling, you must have A players. You must have people that are ready to go, right? It's called momentum, right? Momentum, right? If there's momentum in a business, you want to keep it going always. If there's a fire in a business, you want to keep it going. You don't want to actually quench the fire. And what happens is that people get into this thing where they are emotionally attached to their employees, right? They're emotionally attached to their executive assistant. They're emotionally attached to their admins, to their, marketing staff, and etc., right? Whoever you did hire, right? I'm actually going to get up while I record this, but, these are things that you definitely want to understand. Like, hey, am I working with the right people, right? I'm scaling my business. Is this the right person for me to help scale my business, take it to the next level, right? And of course, it was a hard decision, but there was one thing that I actually learned in 2021 that I suggest everybody that's watching this video to actually implement. Learning how not to be emotionally attached to your team, your employees, just removing your emotions, right? One thing I used to do is I always used to feel bad, right? I used to feel bad for firing people. I used to feel bad for hiring people and wanting to give them a chance, even though I know they're not a great fit for that specific position. Again, you want to hire A players, not D, E, F, G, H, I, and etc., right? A, right? A players, right? And, I used to be emotionally attached. And one thing that I could say that I thank God for is that I remove my emotions when it comes to business, because at the end of the day, emotions don't pay bills. Number one, emotions do not put this roof over your head, because I can be so emotional to certain, things, and I will be living outside, right? Or I'll be living in my car, right? Or I won't have a business to build and scale and help provide people the solution they need to take their business to the next level, right? So, of course, again, guys, I didn't want to make this a long video, but I do want to tell you guys one thing. Remove your emotions when you are building a business. This is something that was so hard for me. Now, how did I do it, right? How? You might be wondering how. Well, this is what you do. When you do hire an A player, right, you want to put the position into their hands, right? Hiring, firing, and etc. And once you start understanding the whole flow of your business, it's going to force you to realize that I do not need this specific person doing this certain thing, because of course, they're not either coachable, they are not a player, they are not willing to put the momentum to keep that flow of the business rising. For example, if you know your business is doing $100,000 a day, right, or $100,000 a week, you don't want to scale down from $100,000 a day or a week to $5,000 a day. That means your momentum has quenched. Everything has went down the drain. That doesn't need to happen, right? When you're building and scaling, you need to understand that you need to keep this fire rolling, rocking and rolling, rocking and rolling, rocking and rolling, right? So of course, guys, like I said, I wanted to make this quick video because yes, I did fire my executive assistant. Do I feel emotionally attached? No, I do not. I wish her the best of luck. She actually played a great part for our company. But of course, I do not need B players or C players in my business. Now you guys are probably wondering, well, what about all the information that she has in your company? Well, the great thing about that is if you use something called LastPass, something that I teach, right? It's a tool where you can save all your passwords and every single thing that you utilize and give them access to, so that you can revoke access from that where they can't actually access none of the banking informations and so forth, right? Because of course there's a lot of information when it comes to building a business. There's a lot of credit card information you're giving away. There's just a lot of information, right? So yes, if you want to scale your business, remove your emotions and hire A players. Let's go, guys. Make sure to hit the subscribe button.